What is up, guys? It's Ian here, hitting you with it on whatever day this comes up. I actually don't know. Might go up today, but Charlie's doing his like look back on the year video, and so I don't know when this is gonna go up, if I even do upload this. But a little bit ago, I actually made a video where I talked about like future PC upgrades, and it was basically my CPU that I wanted to upgrade, and that's basically what's gonna happen right now. I don't remember exactly what I said in that video. I was actually gonna watch it, and then I just forgot until like right now. But I was in between a few CPUs. Actually, I could just do it on here. The one I was looking at was Broadwell E. It was the i7 6950K. So I believe that's what it. Oh shit. i7 6950K. 6850K. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. We're off to a great start, huh? This is a 6-core CPU from Intel, and I basically wanted it for video editing. It was okay for gaming. It wasn't really like, you know, anything too special. But I decided against it because getting a board for the thing was expensive, and I don't want to say it's an outdated CPU, but it's just not from this year. Not that it matters. I mean, I'm using a CPU from 2011, the i7-2600, so it just didn't really seem too worth it. But they're $350 on Newegg now, which really is not bad, especially considering the MSRP. That's almost half off. Oh, I don't know if that's actually the MSRP, to be honest. That's just going off of the Intel ARC, so regardless, that's a pretty good deal. It's just finding a board for that is pretty difficult, and it's not like I do crazy like Linus Tech Tips style editing, so it probably would have been overkill. It just would have been more than what I needed. I was thinking about getting the 7700K, the Kaby Lake CPU that just came out. Not just came out, it was early in the year. This one here, and it's a good CPU, but I was stuck in between that and Ryzen. This was after looking at Broadwell E, and I was thinking about getting the 1700, just because, you know, 8 cores, it's a good CPU. But then I decided that I get, you know, you can save a few bucks and get the 1600, which is also a really phenomenal CPU. And in terms of video editing, obviously it's going to make like a very slight difference in like export or render times, but the difference is like a few seconds, like maybe 10 at the most. And I figured, why not just get the 1600? So I already bought my RAM. I got and this was on sale. I got really lucky. Let me see if I can just pull it up real quick. Yeah, it's the combo I'm getting. Here we go. And if I need to, I can just blur out stuff if I need to. Yeah, so I got some Trident, I got some G-Skill Trident ZRGB, but I got it for 165. I wonder, did it show up? Yeah, I got it for 165. It was on sale, and the combo I was gonna get had this RAM, but I decided, and the combo ended up being really cheap all of a sudden because this RAM was on sale. And I just ended up buying the RAM just so in case it ever goes out of sale, which it did, I would be fine. I'd still be getting the combo for cheap, just, yeah. So I ended up buying this RAM, and it's so painful because I want to plug it in and, you know, see all the lights, but it's DDR4, my board is on DDR3, so I can't really do anything about that. But I will say it did get here really quick. It came in like 2 days, and I did like the free express shipping, so I can't really complain there. But yeah. So this is where I'm at now, And like I said, they have one for the 1600X as well, but I really don't need the X, especially because I'm gonna be overclocking on the I'm gonna be overclocking on the 1600, and you can get those up to, if you're lucky, if you win the Silicon Lottery, you can get those up to 4 gigahertz. But you know, I'm fine with like 3.8 or 3.8 to 3.9. That's fine with me. And a lot of people are getting those speeds with the 1600. And honestly, if you can do that, it's just hardly any difference between that and the X variant. Honestly, the X model is pretty much made if you don't plan on overclocking and you just want to use XFR to pretty much, which is basically the Intel Turbo, but obviously they can't call it that. The board I'm getting with this, so like I said, this is a combo, so it actually, I'm getting day one shipping because I can. Does it tell you on here? Yeah, it does take off a pretty beefy amount. That's the MSRP up there for how much this would have costed. And I might do the mail-in rebate, I don't know. I've never actually done one, and I hear they're a pain in the ass to set up, but we'll see. So this is the board I'm getting. It's the not ASRock, the Asus ROG Strix B350F. And this is a good board. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. This is also on sale right now. It's normally $129.99, but right now it's $109. And I like this board because like I don't like the whole like gamery thing that's been going on. Like when something's like, oh, you know, X370 fatality, whatever. Like I just don't like that whole like gamery stuff. It's just not really my thing. And I know ROG is Republic of Gamers, but I really don't mind like the design of this board. It's minimalistic for the most part. I just like the basic, you know, just the basic look of the board. I will say though, I do like RGB. I have the Hue Plus. I used to have LED, like blue LED fans, because I used to have a Deep Cool Tesseract blue case. So I do like lighting effects, and this has a very minimalistic little light strip here. You can control it with Aura Sync, and yeah, it's just a small little thing on the South Bridge. The X370 one and the Intel version of this board actually have one of those I/O shrouds on here, and that's where the RGB is. But honestly, I don't care. I mean, I'm not gonna really. I'm not missing the fact that there's no shroud here. And yeah, it's a fine board, and you don't really need X370 unless you're doing SLI. And this board can actually do Crossfire, but I use NVIDIA right now. I will probably do Vega 64 at some point, maybe. I don't know. I would like to, but they're pretty hard to find. So yeah, this is a good board. It'll overclock, it'll get the job done and more. The fan control is a little better than what I have right now, because you can make like your own fan curve on here. I can't do that on my board. I have the ASRock Z77 Extreme 4, and I know you can do it through software, but I really want to have like a BIOS fan curve, just because I don't really like having software controlling all my stuff and having it boot like with Windows. I know it's stupid, but it's whatever. The one thing that does tick me off about this board is, for a B350 board, this is really expensive, especially MSRP, it being $129.99. For that price, you can get an X370 board. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Like, this board right here, okay, the reviews don't look too great. Yeah, like here's this gigabyte board, 4 stars, whoop-de-doo, and you get all the X370 features, and come on, show me the flippin' I/O. You get USB-C. That's pretty much a given on any modern board nowadays, and most B350 boards have USB-C. This board, for whatever reason, does not have USB-C. I don't know why. It's not a terribly big deal, But USB-C is a pretty useful ass thing, especially because my phone uses it, and it's really, like, once you use it, and once you have, like, a few devices that actually use USB-C, you don't want to go back, and the fact that it doesn't have one on here is a little unacceptable. But I can't really beat the deal. Everything else on the board's good. The UEFI is really good, and yeah, that's basically it. So it comes with the board. It comes with the R5 1600. I don't plan on using the Wraith Spire cooler. I might do it just so, you know, why not? But it's a good cooler. It's just I have the 212 Evo, and I actually have an AM4 mounting bracket from Cooler Master. That thing came in like a day. So yeah, I don't really need the X model. I don't really need the cooler either. But yeah, I'm finally pulling the trigger on a CPU upgrade. And what do I plan to do with the 6-core Ryzen? For video editing, I am definitely going to take advantage of that. Like I said, I don't do crazy like Linus Tech Tip stuff, but my render and export times can be better. A lot of times I export in 720p just for the sake of getting something out a little quicker, and I just know that having the CPU would make a big difference. Even seeing its 4K performance, it's just amazing. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. I also want to get into streaming, and I know that the i7-2600 is not really a great streamer. I've seen it stream. It's just, it can do it on like light games, but heavy games, it's not having it. So I do plan on streaming with this. That'll definitely help for whenever Bill comes back, because we are going to do some more streams. And I know if I want to get in the crazy streaming, I know someone's going to say, why not get the 1700? I really don't need the extra cores there. And if it's to a point where like my streams look like garbage because I have to lower settings, which I know won't happen, at least I still have, you know, an i7 and all this stuff. I can make a secondary rig out of it, essentially. All I would need is a new power supply, and I could just use that PC to host a stream. Like, I'll play the game on the new rig and then have it stream through the i7 rig, and that'll be that. So yeah, there's not really much else to say. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can find some promo codes, I guess, but I doubt it. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this, and within the next week or so, or maybe 2, whenever I get everything up and running, I'll do and after I test it, of course, I'll do a was the upgrade worth it? So yeah, until then, peace. I'm out.
Hey guys, hope you really liked that video. And if you did, please
like, comment, share, and subscribe.
You should also check out our Twitter,
Facebook,
and Tumblr.
See you again soon!
Wow.